depends on the one a process of Indianization to consolidate and magnify their rule. Hindu religions was alluring as it offered the benefits of royal ideology with no political strings attached. These hopeful Southeast Asian kings sought to incorporate into their realm as a method to expand their power. The prominent Hindu gods, their rulers identified themselves with were Vishnu and Shiva, respectively known as the creator and destroyer of the universe. A sculpture called Harihara, a combined form of Vishnu and Shiva, is also frequently depicted in religious establishments. This could portray that the early Cambodians believed that there is an equal balance between creation and destruction in the universe, and that when one substance is terminated, another is produced to replace it. Other Hindu gods Brahma and Indra, along with deities such as Krishna, Govardhana, Lakshmi, etc., were also worshipped. Also originating from India, Buddhism, although not as preeminent as Hinduism, is fully coexisting with Hinduism in Chenla. The school of Buddhism were identified from a sculpture found that depicted draft image of Buddha. It shows that the kings did not seek to enforce their religious views on their people, and that influence of all kinds creating a diverse community in Zhenla. According to the Indian historian Manchu Prabhakar, Buddhism was an effective motivating factor in the expansion of the maritime trading networks from India to eastern lands, while Brahmanic Hinduism revolved more around an agrarian economy. This may be a contributing factor why both Buddhism and Hinduism have managed to peacefully exist together as agriculture and trade combined create a great source of income and benefit the kingdom. Therefore, kings allowed to both religions to flourish and reap the advantages. By the close of the century, the Zhenla region was dotted with temples and shrines to the Hindu gods. Many commanders were involved in the upkeep of these religious complexes, and citizens of Zhenla was expected to donate land, goods, and slaves to them. The great temple foundations consisted of their own holdings of land and people, functioning as powerful corporations. Even minor temples had establishments and collective tasks, while kings had established these temples as a means to increase their power. In reality, these structures might have been taking away valuable land and citizens from the empire. The taxes collected by the temples could have meant more wealth for the leader. However, these structures may also be factors that stabilize the kingdom and allow the king to expand and attract more civilians who follow Hindu beliefs. As Hinduism served as a reason for people to follow the king's rule. Also, incorporation of this establishment could appeal to foreigners who would bring their trade, businesses, and goods to the area, making it more economically efficient. The design of the temples and shrines was greatly influenced by the prosperous Gupta state of northern and central India. The temple complexes were brick and stone based with a protruding statue representing a Hindu god of Buddha as the central focus of the building. Sandstone was a prominent material utilized for more important temples and was derived from the Korean mountains. Because of its heavy weight, it required a lot of manpower, which usually involved slaves. Remason periods like with bricks were also discovered. These structures are supposed to be devoted to the veneration of members of the Brahmin caste, since the burials have been carried out according to Hindu practice. Social status was determined based on one's knowledge of language, primarily Khmer or Sanskrit. Sanskrit was the language of the gods. Thus it was considered more valuable. The division between who got the views and who completed more worthy tasks was based on how well they knew Sanskrit. People who succeeded in educating themselves and higher grades, such as being an officer or even royal servant. However, the majority of the residents who lacked the ability to learn Sanskrit spent their lives producing a surplus for the benefits of temples and ancestral gods. This is based the impact Hinduism had on early Cambodian societies. Sanskrit, the language associated with Hinduism, was considered more valuable than the native Khmer language. This may show that the society before Indianization occurred in early Southeast Asia was unstable and that people latched onto teaching from foreigners because they had no permanent religious or social structure themselves. Although a social hierarchy existed, there was no discrimination between genders. Women were not considered second-class citizens. Rather, many women played central roles in rituals, specialized in crafts, and were given ranks as high officials. This may be because, until recently, families followed matrilineal heritage instead of the patriarchal society. That some aspects of the earlier society were retained. Many commoners were assigned to serve as workers that clean, cook, and build temples and shrines without any compensation. From analyzing ancient inscriptions, Judith Jacob has discovered that there were 14 categories of slaves in Chenla, distinguished by different origins and kinds of duties. These groups of people could be bought, sold, and given away, having no freedom to escape because their parents were in need of money or they had to pay off debts that they contracted or were passes on their family. This suggests hereditary servitude. If your parent is a slave, for example, then you also have to serve at the same place, bearing no liberty of your own. The wealth of Zhenla and its surrounding territories was derived from wet-rice agriculture and from the mobilization of manpower rather than from subsistence farming such as in the past. Productive lands were donated to the temples where the slaves worked their fields and helped the temples generate revenue. The kingdom subsisted on an extensive irrigation system, which manufactured rice surpluses that formed the bulk of their trade. International trade is believed to have been essential to the kingdom. In the remains of the main port, now in Vietnam, materials from Rome, Greece, and Persia have been found, as well as artifacts from India and neighboring states. Indian influences may have been so alluring because Indian merchants who traded with early Cambodians had wealth and were prosperous qualities to strive for. Therefore, there was little to no hesitance in adopting the religion